A severe storm hit Mecca, the holiest site of Islam, on Sunday evening, caused widespread destruction and damage. Torrential rain accompanied by strong winds and lighted flash in the city, including the area around the holy Kaaba in the Grand Mosque. A witness reported that pilgrims were trying to stand on their feet as water flooded the mosque courtyard. Videos posted on social media showed people holding to each other to seeking shelters from the heavy downpour. Despite the difficult conditions, many people continued to pray around the Kaaba despite the stretch of storm. The Saudi authority quickly mobilized emergency team to deal with the situation to ensure the safety of pilgrims. Workers at the Grand Mosque used equipment to pump out on the accumulated water, while security personnel helped direct the crew separate areas. The storm also shot lives, caused significant flood in some parts of the city, with the report of roads being flooded and traffic coming to standstill. Mecca is no stranger to heavy rain, but the storm is not notable of the intensity. In recent years, the region has been experiencing unpredictable weather conditions, raising concerns about the impact of climate change. The Saudi Meteorological Authority issued a warning the day before, warning residents and pilgrims to be prepared to adverse weather conditions. However, the strength of the storm surprised many by brought a moment in the chaos a city accustomed to the unlimited flow of millions of worshippers during the Hajj and Umrah seasons. The Grand Mosque itself is designed to withstand large across a variety of weather conditions, but storms like these can still pose danger. Fortunately, there were no immediate reports of injury, and authorities are assured the public the situation was under control. Repair crews are working to repair minor damage caused by the storm, and normal operations are expected to resume shortly. This event serves as a reminder of unpredictability of nature in the place of considered sacred of millions of Muslims who revered the Kaaba as at the center of their faith. The storm was a rare and humbling moment during the pilgrimage and reinforcing the importance of their journey despite the difficulty. The storm in Mecca, which struck with an unprecedented force, was a powerful reminder of the forces of nature in the holy city. As at the heart of Islamic world, Mecca attracts millions of worshippers throughout the year, and the Kaaba is the central focus of the prayers. The Kaaba, dropped in the iconic black cloth, stood fast in the pouring rain, offering the symbol on steadfast amidst the chaos and element. As the storm intensified, the storm drainage system straddled the cove with a massive amount of water. Flood waters quickly rose in the streets surrounding the Grand Mosque, leaving vehicles stranded and prepared having to wade through the waist-deep water in some places. In the huge marble courtyard in the mosque, known as the Maya, where pilgrims circled the Kaaba, parts of their rituals of the normal calm atmosphere were replaced with the scene of pilgrims seeking shelters. Many describe it the experience as firefighters, yet experience the sky above the overcast of the storm cloud, actionally by lighting the purest of the night. Despite the extreme conditions, the pilgrim determination was evident. Video from the scene shows worshippers continued to tie up the ritual of walking around the Kaaba, even as the rain powdered down. Some hundred under umbrellas, while the others simply let it rain, seek them moving there unusual. For many, the storm became the test of faith and the deep spiritual determination of the pilgrim. It was amazing experience, said one pilgrim. It was like challenges, but also reminding how the small were the face of God's creation. Local authority acted quickly to mitigate the storm effect, sending hundreds of workers to clear the mosque ground to accommodate water. Security personnel assessed the elderly and vulnerability to provide them to shelters and Moscow indoor facilities. Ambulances and rescue teams were on standby, ready to deal with the emergency and might arise. According to the Saudi press agency, although there were several reports of minor injuries caused by the falls, no serious incidents were reported. The storm also sparked a discussion about the city preparedness for extreme weather events, especially given the increasing unpredictability to climate conditions in the region. While the Mecca infrastructure is generally well equipped to handle number of pilgrims and intensity of the storm, highlighting the challenges to a risk where managed millions of people during such events. Some have called it to fuel the environmental to urban drainage system, to better coordination weather-related emergency, to avoid potential risks during future storms. Despite the devastation caused by the weather, religious scholars and commentators were quick to emphasize the spiritual lessons can be learned from such event. For many Muslims, the storm in Mecca is a reminder of God's power, its importance to parents, to preventions in the face of adversity, say one scholar. At a time like this, the pilgrims faced tasted one of the division happening. The storm also considered the broader conversation about the role of natural environmental in religion space. As climate change continues in effect with patterns around the world, many regions, including the Arabian Peninsula, are experiencing more frequent and intense weather events. There raise important questions about how cities such as Mecca, with the environmental, religion, and culture significant, can adapt this changing to monitoring the safety and sensitivity of the pilgrim experience. After the storm, cleanup efforts are underway, with the workers cleaning up away debris to ensure the mosque is ready to influx the pilgrims expected in the coming days. The Saudi government, which overlays to manage the Grand Mosque, has referred the commitment to providing the safe environment of worshippers, ensure the future storm will be met with a greater preparedness. For many pilgrims, the storm will remain an unforgettable part of the spiritual journey. It was incredible experience, said other mosque visitors. Despite the fear and difficult when the preparedness of the Kaaba during such a powerful storm was a blessing to itself. It was a moment of reflection when the storm was one powerful of nature. As life in Mecca returned to normal, the city stands filled in front of centuries. Kaaba, a symbol of unity of Muslims around the world, remained the center of resilience, while this storm continued to inspire millions. The storm in Mecca, which disrupted the usual flow of pilgrims to the Grand Mosque, will be remembered a rare case when the element changed the spiritual journey of thousands of people. The same were worshippers surrounding the Kaaba, which clothed the secret of a rain cascading down from the sky, making a deep impression for those present of observers around the world. It emphasized not only the physical endurance survival, but also unwavering devotion that attract millions of people at the sacred site despite all conditions. In the hour following the storm, social media was flooded with the images and videos of the dramatic weather conditions, sparked the global discussion about the event. Many Muslims experienced the admiration and resilience who those performed tie-up under such adverse conditions, with the other player with gratitude they know what they endured. The image of lightning preset the sky above the mosque stuck on symbolic chord, leading some to reflect on the broader spiritual implementation of such powerful nature manifestation of the Islam holiest shine. The Saudi authority, known for their meteorological care, Grand Mosque responded quickly to the emergency. With the gratitude to Holy Mosque have long prioritized the safety of pilgrims, and the mosque infrastructure is designated to accommodate millions of visitors each year. However, the storm was sparked discussion about the future challenges related to extreme weather conditions can be addressed. Mecca location is in a desert region, mean accustomed by a dry heat and increasing frequency of sudden downpour and flash flooding in recent years, and the rising concept about the long-term preparedness. Pilgrims from all over the world to come to Mecca for the Hajj and Umrah after the pilgrims and accumulation the lifetime of devotion. Many of them have traveled to discussion over limited financial and logistical difficulties to reach the holy city. For these pilgrims, the storm and experience become a part of spiritual history. One pilgrim from Indonesia said, "We can with the hope and find peace, and although the storm was difficult, it reminds us to deeper purpose on the here. It tests paradise and the fear." The Saudi Meteorological Authority have issued a weather warning a day before preventing heavy rain, but rapid escalation the storm surprised many. In some parts of the city, when reached speed of 16 km/h and huge amount of precipitation caused sudden flash flooding in low-lying area of Mecca. Authority quickly closed some roads and eradicated traffic to prevent accidents, while emergency service remained high on alert. As flood waters broke through in some areas in the city, rescue teams were dispatched to have those trapped understood by the rising water. Despite the chaos caused by the storm, local businesses around the mosque quickly resumed operation, one of the worst on the weather had faced. Many vendors seeking religion items to several spaces the quick work and the cleanup crews and restore order to streets and surrounding areas of the mosque. Many workers of the Grand Mosque surrounding areas were yet another minor of unpredictable challenges associated with the several of millions visitors to flock in the holy city each year. Religion scholars reflecting on the event point out rich tradition in the Islam in the nature of manifestation of divine will. In Islamic technology, natural phenomena including storms and often seen reminder of God power and cultural reflection and humidity. For many witness, the storm of the Kaaba was profound experience that confirmed the info. This is not just a psychical journey, said a scholar from the Egypt, but the spiritual one of the reminding that one of the all subject to the will of God, and even the face of hardship and devotion must remain underwater. As a force to clean up, Mecca continued attention turned in accommodating influx of pilgrims soon in arrival of Umrah, a minor pilgrimage to take place year-round. Saudi government officials assured the public of Moscow and future operation that can secure the Moscow when the place of accommodate the next wave of visitors. The similar recovery for such a devastation event is some testament of the country, hundreds of resilience of the city, which relate millions of worshippers every year. The storm in Mecca will likely down to annals in the city rich history as the moment when the file of pilgrims met the brute force of nature. It was a humbling reminder that every place is sacred of Grand Mosque, power of nature, word cannot be ignored. For those those who were present, the experience will remain definite part of the spiritual journey, a moment when the connection of the Kaaba was definite not only ritual but also by the sheer struggle the weather storms together. In the end of the Kaaba strong storm.